Hey folks, I'm John Walter, and I'm going to walk you through my final project for the MIT 812 Multimedia Applications class. And my project is a instructional website that students can use to help create their own digital portfolios. As a mass media teacher, I think that it's important that we teach students not only create their own multimedia projects, but how do they establish their own web presence and digital identity. So what I did was I created a WordPress website that is free. And I registered the bluejaymediaportfolios.wordpress.com domain for free. And what this is I've created this website as an instructional guide that can be used as a flip lesson, or students could refer back to this as they are updating and building their website throughout the year. So students can go back to it and use it as a resource. What I have done, the objective was to help students develop their own digital portfolios. A digital portfolio is required to be considered for the Kansas Journalist of the Year Award, as well as the National High School Journalist of the Year Award. So it's important for students to start thinking about how do they develop their own spaces online and develop and curate their own portfolios. So one of the reasons why I chose to use WordPress.com over Google Sites is that our student-produced news website is the Blue Jay Online is hosted. It is a WordPress website. That's the content management system that we use. So students are already familiar. They've been trained with how to work the back end of WordPress because we've been doing it online on our own on our group website that we all work to update. And now they will be creating their own personal website where they curate all of their specific projects that they've done. So for the project, students are going to create their own digital portfolio that showcases various work examples. There's 11 different categories that students could be evaluated on, but students don't need to include an example in all 11 categories. However, if we are creating this project with the hopes of entering them into the running to be considered for the Kansas High School Journalist of the Year, well-rounded journalist is going to be able to demonstrate some proficiency or projects in most of these categories. It includes a written explanation of things that they had trouble with, things that they encountered, things that they learned, and websites. Creating your own personal portfolio should showcase personality. So it's all about establishing their own online web presence. So what I did with this project was the getting started. So I included recorded instructional videos on how to set up a WordPress account and pick a URL that people will be able to navigate. So just like Blue Jay Media Portfolios .wordpress.com, it could be John Walter Portfolio. And my lights turned off because they're automatic. There we go. Sorry about that. I walked them through how to pick a theme and customize it so that it looks good and is engaging. And then I have an instructional video for actually how to create the pages, set up the menu so that your website can be navigated. So I have included these instructional videos on this multimedia page. I have an instructional video at the bottom down here that walks them through the process of adding the various types of multimedia to their portfolio. So how do you insert hyperlinks to showcase the clips or the articles that you've written? If you are a reporter, most of my students are going to have multiple articles that they can link to in terms of their clips. So how to create a hyperlink on a WordPress document. The instructional video walks them through how to upload various types of visual photos, so either photos or infographics, photo illustrations, things like that. Anything that is a JPEG or PDF, an image based. How do you insert that media into WordPress is addressed in that website. And then I have used not only the project, the design project that we did through photo editing, but recording video. I have in this instructional video, I talk about how to use the embedding code to actually insert a YouTube video into your website rather than just having to link to it. So this instructional video walks them through how they would upload and insert the various types of media, multimedia in their projects. On the resources tab, I have a link to the portfolio and rubric, a list of all of the award winners from this past year, so they can see what other students who have award-winning portfolios, what kind of content they're using. And then I have one winner's approach. A student from Kansas was named the National High School Journalist of the Year, and I linked to a YouTube video where they interview her about the process of creating that portfolio. So I think that for this objective, I think that I did create a instructional website that students can refer to get an idea of how to start creating their own multimedia portfolio. In terms of the ISTE standards, I really think that this falls under ISTE 5, designing authentic, learner-driven activities. I definitely think that we are using technology to personalize the learning experiences that foster independent learning and accommodate learner differences and needs. Students can work on this at their own pace. They are uploading content that they created. Students have the choice of the projects that they are uploading and working on. So this is really just here is the place for you to showcase all of your learning, which I think is really cool. I enjoy creating websites, establishing a domain on the web or your digital footprint. I think that it's really important, and I think it's really important to help teach students those skills as well. So I'm really excited to start utilizing this project in my classes for next year. And really, the one big takeaway idea is that we are all creating media. And I think that all of us can benefit from creating a digital portfolio that allows us to really control our own identity on the web. Being able to go to johnwalter.com or johnwalter.wordpress.com, where I'm getting to decide what I say about me, and really curating my own digital identity is going to be super important for all of us, especially our students growing up in the environment with technology that they have. It's going to be important for them to develop those skills. So I hope that you have enjoyed kind of this project and learned a little bit about the ways that I'm going to continue to incorporate multimedia projects into my classes and how we can showcase them by creating our own digital portfolios that hopefully will travel with them outside of this class, and they can include college. It could morph into their professional portfolio after this point. I just think that this is a really worthwhile skill in learning how to create and develop your own online digital portfolio. So thanks, and I hope that everybody has a great second half of this semester. Wishing you all the best of luck.